Hey you guys, what's good? Welcome to Esme&Eric's YouTube channel. You guys, before I begin, you guys know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment, follow, tell your cousins, and tell your girlfriends, tell your boyfriends, tell your mom, your dad. Eric's got a channel and we need subscribe. So let's begin, you guys. You guys, my reputation 2007, 2024 right now. A lot has changed. I went like we're going back down, yeah. So you guys, a lot has happened since 2006. You guys, I was come a long way from carrying a little, getting into trouble. Yes, let's put it that way, guys. And yeah, those little problems, turning them into big problems, and getting in trouble with the police, getting busted, all that stuff, you guys. I've come a long way since then, you guys. I've come to the point where I don't get high anymore. I don't do drugs, you know. I hit Mary J once in a while, you know. Um, I'm not gonna hate on the Mary Jane though, you guys. That's why I got the 420 pics reels and stuff for my Facebook channel. So yeah, you guys, a lot's changed since then, you guys. I got 7 kids now. I didn't have any kids around that time. I had my Tage. That was my oldest guy. Shout out to Tage if she's watching. Um, yeah, I did a lot just to try and keep my head above water, you know. I did what I had to do. I'm on a reserve. You can't get a job as easy as they say it is. We're like any other reserve in Kainai. We are held down by nepotism. We're held down by favoritism, and shit. You guys would be shocked. There's a lot of racism too around Kainai, you guys, and I'm not gonna cap on that, you guys. So sometimes it's hard to be somebody that's working on the reserve and they start getting lashed out at. And this is truly because of the bylaw we have for the reserve, you guys. I want to talk a little bit about that, you guys. I just need to get some information here. I might pause out for a second here, but that's only the actually, it's called the Blood Tribe Bylaw number 03-2015, Kainai Blood Tribe Trespassing Bylaw. Okay, the Blood Tribe implemented this bylaw because outside foreign entities were bringing in drugs to sell to our people, which were people that are half from our reserve and people that are half from other reserves. Like for instance, my familia from Hobima, we got half Hobima and half from Kainai, and they were booted out because of the drugs that they found in standoff. So it was a kind of a stupid law, you guys. I want to talk about it right now. Okay, you guys, a lot's come a long way from my reputation in 2007. I used to get into a lot of trouble for just simple stuff, you know, Mary Jane, you guys. It was nothing. I never crossed that line. I never crossed that line that shouldn't have been crossed. Okay. After 2012, after they're done fucking with me, you could say, I sat back and I watched what was going on, and that's when I seen the cocaine flood the reserve along with the fentanyl pills. And they started this the blood reserve was given $150 million, and we made a big stink about it because I think we were entitled to under $2 million or something like that. We got out of it, and then the reserve got the remaining 148 million. And I guess that's where this round the counselors kind of had their first run in with us, the people, we the people. And it was crazy because now now that we're living in this day and age where we can't really help what comes into the reserve and we can't control it. It's impossible. They brought this white guy, Nick. He got busted down in standoff. I know this guy from the joint. Anyways, I don't know if he's like a Hoodite, Mexican Mennonite, or whatever the fuck he is, man. Tries to say he's Indian, but he's not Indian. Anyways, Mickey gets busted down in standoff by the fucking the store. Cops roll on him and they find over 150 grams of fentanyl, and he was busted. I want to make a point here, you guys. The next day, through my bro Tommy, he knew where those drugs were going. So the next day, when this bust happened, Mickey got busted. He got busted with all that shit. This this other white guy comes in with 2 times the amount for he's covering Mickey's half, and now he's covering his half. And he rolls into standoff. Tommy shows him where to go, and he starts pushing it. Until today, that's the end of the story. Mickey got busted, and his partner got to push 2 times the weight. So the reserve has come a long way from popping me in 2017, putting me on the top of their list, bringing my operation on, which, by the way, was only Mary Jane. And then now they're dealing with this opioid crisis. You know, I fell victim to it. You guys, don't worry about it. I'll get there. I fell addicted to fentanyl, but that's not where I'm going right now. We'll get to that in a minute. Anyways, you guys, this bylaw. And let's read up on it, you guys. So 03 2000 bylaw number 03-2015, being the bylaw of the Blood Tribe to provide for the removal and the punishment of a person trespassing on the Blood Indian Reserve number 148 and 148 subsection A. For some reason that says subsection A. For or for frequenting the reserve for prohibited purposes pursuant to subsection 81-1 part P of the Indian Act. So they're able to amend the Indian Act, but it comes to treating us fair. You guys can't amend it and say we're equal. So that's another story for another time, you guys. Actually, I'm going to write that one down because I'm going to do a video on that one. Give me a second, you guys. The Indian Act. Indian Act. We got to do a video on that. So the reserve was able to amend that and change this law. And let me tell you guys something, guys. I'm gonna shock you guys right here. The reserve has half employees that are from off reserve. We have the Kainai Indian Days, which we would like to say that we welcome everybody in, and they get to come to the reserve. So that's where the discrepancies fall. You know what I'm saying? There's no white guys allowed on the reserve, but when Indian Days comes, you guys are welcome. We need your guys' entertainment system for the kids, so that's rented from you guys, and you guys can come. What about the trespassing law? Oh, it doesn't apply today because it's Indian Days. Um, we got white officers, we got white ambulance, we have white chefs, we have white drivers, we have a little bit of everybody doing everything on the reserve. So why isn't that we have to have this trespassing law? They're not allowed here. So you guys, that really fucks with a lot of people, you guys. If there's no trespassing law, how come the Ammonite reserve on the reserve we got the biggest Ammonite mine in the world? 90% of the ammonite comes from this area. Well, how come that the Corite white guy, or is it, the company is called Corite? Why is it they're able to have a lifetime permit to mine our ammonite for jewelry and make all this money? How come the Murphy Oil Company, which I think they're Russian, those guys were Russian, Murphy Oil. Why are those guys allowed to come in and all of a sudden now there's no trespassing applicable? So that law, you guys, is really fucking stupid, you guys. It's so fucked up that I had to make a video on it. It's fucked up the point where we shouldn't have this trespassing law. We're equal, and then we wonder why we're mistreated. Yeah, this is our land, but who gives a shit? We signed it away. We signed it away in a contract, and then now we want to cry about it. And then now that we're crying about it, what are we going to really do about it? Are you guys going to kick all these non tribal members off the reserve? I mean, I don't get that, you guys. Give me your take on that. Leave me some comments below. Comments really help too. The algorithm, you guys. My channel, YouTube sees it, and good things happen for my channel. So you guys comment because this is a good comment. Let me know what you guys think about this trespassing law. Should we have it on the reserve or should we not have it? And on the grounds of my argument is we have over 50% of the people that are off reserve that are working daily. So how come they don't get trespassing law? How come they don't get a trespassing why did they get a trespassing uh pass, you know? Why did they get a pass and go? And then people from our reserve, like my cousin's half from here and he's half from Hobima. Um, he's kicked out of here, and he's one of the main reasons why. Shout out to Watson if you see this video. So Watson is my brother, you guys, and he's half Obima, he's half reserve. The reserve fucking hates him for some reason, but he's a Red Crow. He has the same last name as our chief, you guys, the head honcho back in the day. You guys, that's what I don't get about the reserve. You guys can kick off our my cousins, people like my cousins who grew up with hardships and knew nothing else to do because they didn't grow up with work ethics either. Half of them don't even have fathers in that area. Every reserve, you guys, we're lucky if we have a mom and dad. I have a mom and a dad. They're separated, but it's not like it's a healthy. Where we were brought up in a healthy. Mom and dad were good. No, it wasn't like that. Mom and dad were always fighting, shit like that. It happens on every reserve. Yet we want to do that to our people, but Mr. What's his face, the lawyer down there, gets to come in every day and embezzle our money and do all that, and you guys just get to watch him. So I don't get that, you guys. Give me your take on this trespassing, you guys. A lot of it has changed, you guys, over time, and I do get 100% that we're allowed to do what we want to do because it's our reserve. But I don't agree with this trespassing because it shouldn't be allowed if we have these white guys coming in. And then the rodeo, you guys. The rodeo is a big thing too, you guys. 'Kay, we got half breeds on the reserve. The Bevins is our tallow or what's their last name? Heimbulls. We got the Heimbulls / Bevins on the reserve. Shout out to my boy Jason. Anyways, you guys, they go to the rodeo. They're just white as ever. And some of them take their cousins who are only on the Bevan side and say that they're related through the Heimbulls. Then they go to the rodeo and then they win it and they say that they are Bevans. And because of the last name, they win the rodeo. They get to play in our rodeo. And then people like my nephew get the shit stick of it. And this is our rodeo. This is our rodeo, but yet you guys find loopholes to join it. You guys find loopholes for everything. But why is it that when it comes to equality, how come it's not applicable? Why is it we can't be equal? What come there's no such topic of being equal when it comes to that? So you guys, that's my point for the video, you guys, is trespassing bylaw number 2005-2005 is bullshit. You guys, it's straight up bullshit. If you guys like my video, tap in with me. But I'm gonna have some more videos like this. I got a couple more videos I'm gonna release today. So shout out to everybody that's tapping in with my videos. Shout out to everybody that's liking my videos, and shout out to everybody that's commenting, you guys. So if you enjoyed this one, check out this one or check out this one, guys. Peace.